$225 in 2 months. This is how I killed cancer. Period. Share this video and learn. Alrighty. I am on two platforms right now. I'm on two platforms right now. I'm on two platforms right now. I'm on two platforms right now. Bear with me. I do something that I need to start doing a lot more of, and I got to get myself out of this habit, and that is take my butt somewhere and go somewhere in fellowship. I hate this weather. This is wintertime, and you're supposed to um, you're supposed to exercise during the wintertime, especially our hue, because we don't get a lot of sunlight. We lack a lot of vitamin D. Most of the times we're not doing much. We're sitting down. We're gaining a lot of weight. We get depressed because we're not getting enough sunlight. You know, these chemtrails they put out here, this blocks the sun. We're not getting the energy, and then we breathing this crazy crap. So we get in out of zone. Um, so I'm going to share with you on this video, and I'm going to keep it down to possibly 20 minutes. I got a timer going on right now. If you are on my YouTube page, you are on the We Ride for a Cure page. If you're on my Facebook page, shout out to everybody that has supported the brand. A little bit out of it, things didn't go the way that I wanted it to go, and I'm not using that to be negative, but this is one of the most important videos that I'm going to ever make, because if you follow this, if you got cancer and you catch it early, that shit's out of you. If you got diabetes and you follow this, you're gonna have a much healthier year. And I'm using let me do that again. This is based off of my experience dealing with cancer and what I used and what I learned from the experience, because there's so many experiences that I've learned from having cancer. All right. It is not a joke. And we as a people, we take our health for a joke until it's the last minute. And that is not a good thing. I've taken on a few patients, clients, quote unquote, and I want this video to be used as a manual. There's so many different things that Facebook and Instagram and social media are quick to sell you, but when you get into it, then you don't see the fine print. Have you seen any of these videos where they'll make a Shopify site for you and you can make money, and they got all the people on there and they're talking about, I made this much money within a certain time, or some video that says, I left my job, I quit my job after I made so much money, and they get you into this act and it makes you spend money. They know exactly what they're doing. The same way that you go to a hospital and they tell you all that if you don't do this, you're going to die, and they use the proper words to get you shocked, and you actually don't know what you're signing up for. And the people that are making you sign up for this or giving you this fear factor, they have never taken this stuff, so they don't know what to expect. They are only hoping that it works, because if it works, then it gives them bragging rights. This video on YouTube, on my YouTube page and on my Facebook page, which I should be doing more on my health page on Facebook. But this is too important. $225. $225 could prevent so many problems health-wise. I'm going to repeat that again. An investment of $225 in less than 60 days could stop so many health problems in your life if you just follow the directions. $225 could kill cancer. I just probably going to get flagged for saying that. $225 could stop a lot of diabetic issues and health issues that you're suffering from if you just follow the instructions. If you have tricked off money smoking, drinking, going to restaurants, you've probably spent more than that in a month. But if you can take that same investment and go buy the proper foods and herbal supplements and just do a small regimen, most of your issues will be resolved quickly. Number one, go and get your blood type and read up on your blood type, your origins, and the foods that benefit your blood type. You do it. Nobody else should do that. You do it. When you go buy Jordans, when you go buy food, when you go get them cigarettes, when you go get that ooh-wee, do you get somebody else to do it or do you do it? You do it. So get off your lazy butt, go get your blood type, demand the doctors, demand your medical records, and get your blood type. Don't let them give you any excuses. That is your information by right. When you get your blood type, there are several items that you should avoid in your blood type. And the reason that is because your blood breaks down whatever you absorb. That which is plentiful for your blood, it's going to absorb it. That which is not plentiful or good for your blood type, it's going to find a way to reject it, and your body is going to turn it into another substance. Whether it is that which comes out of you one way or what comes out of you another way. But it's going to find a way to get rid of it. If you overdo it, it has no choice but to accept it. That's just a health tip that didn't cost you anything. Once you start eating the foods according to your blood type with the ratio of a 7.0 to a 10.0, your body will dissolve it quicker. It would absorb everything that your whatever minerals that your organs require. It will absorb it faster by way of your bloodstream, and most of your issues will be reduced within 45 minutes every time you eat. And with every 4 hours, which is equivalent to 5.5 rotations of your blood going through your body is going to send electrical impulses to your brain, letting it know that everything is okay or there is something wrong. And your body as a team is going to figure out a way to fix the problem. That information didn't cost you anything. The majority of our families, we're spending hundreds of dollars every month and sometimes thousands every month just to keep the family fed. Your food is your medicine. In the food that you eat, it should be able to be dissolved within 45 minutes. You should have a positive reaction. You shouldn't have any pains. You shouldn't have any discomfort in your food. Anything that gives you those things are not supposed to go into your body. Your body will let you know what it will accept. If you feel drowsy and tired after you eat, you've eaten the wrong food. Your food should give you energy. Your food, as soon as you eat it, should make you feel good. It should give you a sense of energy and brain less fogginess when you eat it. This is something that a doctor should pretty much break down to you. Your diet should be prepped 3 days before you take whatever you're going to take. And every fourth day, you should give your body a break from digestion other than water. And if you can fast hardcore, it even helps even better. Even your body needs a break from digestion. If you're having headaches and you're having sinus problems, you need to fast. You need to do nothing but water. That's because your body is still breaking down things that has not completely been digested, or in some cases, things that should not even be in your body that's affecting your bloodstream, and why you're having headaches, you're having pains and discomfort. Either you've taken too much or you're not taking enough. Pain is a sign that something is not going correct in your body. Inflammation or arthritis or little pains in your joints in the back of your head, your knees, that's an indication that something is not functioning properly, or you're not getting enough minerals or vitamins in your food sources for your body to absorb. Now, once you find out exactly what is your blood type, then you want to get the herbs that help benefit your blood type. If you are dealing with aches and pains, you need to do a cleanse, not just a detox of your colon, but a blood detox. Chlorophyll is the most important thing you should get. Number one, you can also get things like black seed oil, beets or beetroot powder or beet juice, citrus fruits, watermelon, papaya, pineapples, and you got your seasonings, your dandelions, which is excellent for blood, cayenne pepper, which actually helps clean the blood, clean the body of infection, and it helps the heart. And it is excellent for people with high blood pressure and those who may have suffered from strokes and heart attack issues. Everything I'm telling you all to do, you need to read up on. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a practitioner of medicinal services. I am a survivor of colon cancer. So I'm telling you all what I use and what I know works. Every 3 months, just the same way, excuse me, that you go get your oil change in your vehicle, you need to do the same thing with your body. You need to clean out your natural filters, your kidneys, and your liver. And you do that with cleansing fruits and vegetables, such as parsley, cilantro, beets, peppers, which helps clean the blood, and drinking fresh water on a regular basis. And if you want to alkaline your water naturally, baking soda is your best friend. And the more you do this, then the next step that you're going to do is you're going to start investing in the different herbs and elixirs that you need to have on a regular basis. Don't look to get this stuff all at one time unless you got the money to do it. You're not buying stuff just because somebody told you to get it. You're getting this because you are literally becoming your own guinea pig. You're going to see what stuff works for you. How do you know this stuff works? You get a reaction in 45 minutes. How do you know if this stuff is actually doing what it's supposed to do? You'll see the results in 14 to 21 days. That is why it's important to get a guide, not just a practitioner, but a guide. Too many of you all see my videos and you don't share them until it's last minute. I can't help a person get cancer out of their system when they've already gone through multiple chemotherapy and radiation treatments. No disrespect towards anybody. There are things that you need to do. And yes, it may cost you some money, but it is an investment. You can go to the herb store, you can go to places and get your herbs, but you still need a guide. Dealing with cancer is a stress ball. You need to learn how to do stress relieving rituals like Tai Chi, getting away from the phone, getting away from people who are always overstressed. Stop doing nigga shit. Pardon my lingo, but I think you know where I'm going with that. How can you heal in an environment that is not clean? Clean your house. Clean your house. Your house is embedded with cells from people who are miserable, that are lazy, that are not healthy, and you're breathing it. Clean your house. If you have a stress workload, figure out the best foods that will help reduce your stress levels. Come up with a program. If you're dealing with cancer, let me say that again. If you're dealing with cancer, cancer eats off of stress. You have to take your time and find things that give you motivation other than life's burdens. Walking, reading, exercising. And I'm going to even put this out for myself. Find friends that can relate to what you're going through because they may have survived it and they can give you the best advice. Your diet should only consist of things that remedy issues and fortify the things that you have been lacking. What did I just say at the very beginning of this? Find out what is your blood type. I'm going to stick right there. Go and find out what your blood is telling you. You could be missing things like iron, magnesium, potassium, vitamin D, vitamin A, vitamin K, vitamin E. You could be missing something that a simple amount of pineapples and apples and grapes could fix. And you won't go broke doing it. The symptoms of cancer and actually having cancer are two totally different things. You can have the symptoms of cancer and not have cancer. All within a 21-day cleansing cycle can help reverse the symptoms. But you got to find out what your blood type is first. Not after you've passed out, you've lost 20 pounds of weight. Find out now. Anyone, and I mean anyone, that is still eating fast food in this day and time, and the food you eating, you don't know the people who are making the food, is backwards as heck. Everyone should be studying how to eat and prepare healthy, nutritious foods, not just for you, but for your family. If you live in the United States of America, you know that the ingredients that they put in these foods are mostly banned in other countries. Yet, we still accept it. And now, I hear it all the time. Some of you haven't had a bowel movement in so long that you're backed up and you got parasites and you're sitting up here trying to figure out what's going on. I see you all with McDonald's and Burger King and White Castle and Wendy's and all this other stuff, Baba's, and you're doing this every day. All this fried food, and you wonder why you can't have a bowel movement. And if you did a colonoscopy or a decent colon cleanse from one of these places that actually give you colonics and they actually open you up, you will probably have more worms in you than a non-chemicalized ground. And you still eat this crap. And some of you all, unfortunately, are so possessed by these worms that the minute that I tell you not to do this stuff, you get an attitude. Your diet has so much meat in it and no vegetables and no fruits, that you're probably a day away from having a heart attack. Your blood pressure is so high because you are drinking drinking liquids with high fructose corn syrup and sugars. And you don't realize that your headaches and your stressful eyes are coming from the liquid that you just drank. You're drinking Rippets and Monster drinks, and they got stuff that came out of bulls, actual bulls, and you don't realize why your heart is beating at such a high rate. You're taking energy drinks and you're drinking it straight, and then you pack it down with French fries and fried chicken, and you don't realize why your heart is beating like as if it was a hammer inside of you, and why you're frustrated and you got brain fog and you're overly upset. Come on, y'all. Then you continue with this lifestyle, and then all of a sudden everything just shuts down. And if I ask for $150 to give you the stuff that you need to get started, why does it cost so much? Too many of you all in the biking community, you all know that if y'all need any help, I got a package for $35 that'll last you a whole month. But you all to spend $100 at the bar, cigars, and everything else. Yet this one little thing you take a little bit, put underneath your tongue, or put in a smoothie mix will help balance you out. But you'll do everything else because you all are scared to spend money with me. And I'm not breaking your pockets. So $225. What does that consist of? All of your meals, because you're not going to be eating like you regularly do. You're going to start reducing your meal plans to twice a day and sometimes once a day. You're going to be drinking a lot of water. You're going to get up in an exercise program that you're going to do is going to take 10 minutes out of your goddamn time, so don't make no excuses, and you can do it. You're going to get a manual, a calendar, a diary, and you're going to start writing down the things that you want to accomplish. And for the first 14 days, you're going to start adding these game plans to helping you getting your stuff together. My stuff in 3 days, you're going to see results. The liquid formula that I have, you're going to start recognizing that in 24 hours because the stuff actually is made for you. Now, am I advertising my services? Absolutely, because my services work, and I will put that up on anything, and I will challenge anyone to challenge me to tell you whether or not what I'm saying don't make sense or it makes all the sense in the world. You got to find out what your blood type is. Clean the blood. Give the blood what it needs. Your body will start making the adjustments. In 24 hours, making a simple fast and taking supplements for your blood type will start to reanimate your body. Within 24 hours, you should have your first sets of bowel movements. Every morning, the first 4 hours that you get up, you should have at least 2 bowel movements if you're taking the right regimens. Within that day, when your body starts to going through its detox program, you should be going to the washroom at least 4 times a day. And in some cases, depending on how bad it is, 6 times a day. That's not a bad thing. That's your body getting into what it's supposed to do when it realizes that there are things in there that should not be in there. It's just your body's actually defending itself and getting rid of stuff for you because you've given it what it needed to do the job. You start to notice that your blood pressure is going to start going up and going down because at a certain time of the day, your blood pressure goes up because you need the energy to move and groove to get your day started. As it begins to go down, you start noticing what? Your energy is more balanced. When you go to the washroom, you notice that you feel a whole lot better. You start to notice that your concentration is better. Things are a lot less stressful when you start taking the right things and doing the right thing according to your schedule. You notice that your sleeping is different. You start to go to sleep a lot better. Sorry, I'm a workaholic. Sometimes I don't sleep the way I'm supposed to sleep, but I know that when I get rest, I'm more active. And your diet helps with all of this. And once you start making those transitions, the last thing that you have to start doing, you cannot go back. You cannot go back. You need to do a detox every 3 months. Within that 3 months, at the beginning of a new moon, I'm using a new moon for a reason. You need to do a parasitical detox because the parasites are most active between the new moon and the full moon. You need to do a parasitical detox. That's the first detox that you should do. Not to lose weight, but to get rid of the worms that's in your body. And it takes time. The first detox takes 3 months in full to get rid of parasites. There are some parasites that you do need. You do need them because they are a part of your natural ecosystem. But they are parasites that need to be removed from your body. You can do that with cloves. You can do that with pumpkin seeds and papaya seeds, which are the best. You can take these, put them in smoothies, and drink it accordingly. You can take the cloves, you can make a clove tea. These things, once they get into your bloodstream, it's like poison to these things and they begin to die off. You don't have to take my advice. You can just go and look it up yourself. There are so many ways, but killing the parasites first will reduce your chances of dying from cancer. Getting parasites out of your system will reduce any chances of cancer creeping in and being the reason why you die an early death. And the more foods that you eat that have a higher pH level, your green foods, your dark colored fruits, and you make that a part of your dietary plan every day, you're not going to want to eat all the time. And when you have those sweet urges, that's your body letting you know those are parasites in your body. Sugar addiction is a sign of parasites in your body. So eating bitter foods and taking bitter dosages of herbs and minerals such as soursop will help with that situation. And you make it a lifestyle. And the more you do this, it's actually easy to do. What's not easy is living with these conditions for years when you could have reduced it by doing something simple. A good starter program, if you're going to do a detox, doesn't cost more than $225 to start. Why $225? Because the majority of the stuff that you're dealing with only requires you to do a 30-day detox. And once you get out of the 30 days, once you get done with the 30 days, notice how your weight starts to shift. Notice how your skin looks clear. Notice how you're focused and more energetic. Notice the crap that's coming out of your system. I just had a young lady from Missouri that started her regimen after we went through everything that she was required to do. She went and got the foods that I told her to get, and she did the one thing that I appreciate that she did. She didn't just jump into doing it. She made a game plan and a date when she started. 24 hours later, she sends me a message. She said, the stuff that came out of me, I don't believe it came out of me, but I feel good. And I said, welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. Now, there are other prices, but if you've never done this, I'm giving you a straight, flat price. Your diet for the first month, at least 2 months at the most, you're going to invest at least $225. The very first thing you should do is go get your blood type. Get your blood type checked. Get that first. Secondly, get an alkaline chart and look at a dietary chart according to your blood type. And when you look at that chart, it's going to tell you everything that you need to be eating, what's allowable, and what you're not supposed to eat. And that alkaline chart is going to give you all of the foods that are high in pH levels. That means that when it's absorbed in your body, the mineral and vitamin content is higher, which will give you a better and faster turnaround with your diet. And you should begin to see the results in 14 days. You will begin to notice that your body is reacting. It takes 14 days for a cancer cell to recreate itself. It takes 14 days for a cancer cell to recreate itself. While you are going through your transition, every 3 to 4 hours, you are putting foods in your body that naturally kills the cancer cells and starts to reform healthier cells through your bloodstream by way of your red blood cells, which gives you more, which is your oxygen team, and your white blood cells, which is your defense team. You clean your blood and give your blood or your blood type the right substances. Watch your body react. Your lifeline is through your blood. You clean your blood, you give your blood what it needs, and you will watch the reaction. Let me give it to you all in another way, because I know that we got men in here. When you get Viagra, what does the Viagra do for your blood? It helps it go where? So that you can have a stronger what? Clean your blood. It does the same exact thing. Your blood is not strong enough. Your blood does not have the proper oxygen content in order for it to give you that bing, bing, bing. So you have to have a substitute to give you that bing, bing, bing. But instead, you got side effects. Heart going like crazy. You got headaches. Your eyes are red like crazy because your blood pressure just went up. Because your body had to substitute itself with these chemicals in order for you to get what you wanted. So what happens when you clean your blood? What happens when you eat the foods that go according to your blood type and your body digests it properly and it goes to your bloodstream and it fortifies the body in what it needs? You get the same reaction without the side effects. And that's why a simple $225 investment in your health can prevent a lot of the problems that you're dealing with in as little as 30 days. That's a train in the background. I stay by a train. Share the video. I hope it helped. And it didn't cost you nothing to watch this video. Be safe, y'all.